Good morning, everybody. Tracy Brown here. And I'm going to wait a few minutes for a few people to get on. I know I've been trying to get the word out that I'm doing a Q&A this morning. And I'll wait a few minutes before I start talking. That way people can have a few minutes to know that this is on and live and all that good stuff. So I hope that I'll talk while we're waiting for people to get on. And if nobody gets on, no big deal. I've got a topic to talk about, and then we'll just end it early. No big deal. So I hope you're all doing good this morning or this evening, whenever you're getting to this video. It's a busier week in terms of school getting started for me, so I hope you all are doing good with your transition. I know I talked about transitions on Monday this past week, so that's doing this Q&A right now. It's Friday. I do plan on doing Q&A Fridays, honestly, for as long as we all feel like it, to be honest. Or we might take some Fridays off here or there. But I wanted the people to begin to transition into a new season, which is what this is. We're just getting their questions answered, kind of getting going, and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to wait for a few more people to get on, possibly, to answer questions. This is Q&A day. I don't have a huge topic, so if there's no questions, I'm going to hop off. I do have one topic I'll talk about a little bit, but otherwise I'll let everybody have their time and their space back. So it looks like we got a couple people, and I will just, if you have any questions, I'm open to that. Oh, got a few other people, so if anybody has any questions, please ask me. It's Q&A day, and that's what we're going to do today. Nothing, like I said, nothing hugely planned out. No, I don't have a lot planned out anyway, but that's kind of what's the topic for today. All right, so if anybody wants to answer a question, go ahead. I'll be checking on in the comments here. I am going to talk about one topic, which was someone did ask me on a different platform about black and white thinking, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. And I think her particular thing was around fitness and movement, so I'm going to do it from that frame. But basically, what do you do about black and white thinking? So before we talk about what to do, I want to talk about where it comes from. And then you can have a little bit better way of getting a strategy for what your particular thoughts or behaviors are that are black and white and what to do about them. So black and white thinking is just a way of categorizing things to, bottom line, create some certainty. So good, these foods are bad, these foods are good. Let's say I don't get a good workout unless I do 30 minutes where it doesn't count, that kind of thinking. Those are just two examples that I'll bring up. So what do you do if you're doing that? My first question is, who says those things are true? Who says that, like, a cinnamon roll, let's say, I'm just making up stuff, is bad food? You have to start with that. Who says that? Or where did you get that thought? Or where did you get that thought? And you have to start with that. Where does that come from? Because that might come from, somebody says that that's got too much, carbs or sugar, and carbs and sugar make you gain weight, so I shouldn't eat that, because if I eat that, then I'll gain weight, and then nobody will love me. That's scary. So it seems like it would be easier if you just categorize foods as good or bad, yes or no. You can defend yourself against the potential of being rejected. So right there, you want to just really, really, really break it down, and then decide, so what I'm afraid of is not cinnamon rolls. I'm afraid of rejection. And you work with that. You have to go at that level versus making it with the food, because the flip side of all or nothing or black and white thinking with food is, what does my body say? What does my body say? How much of a cinnamon roll does my body seem to be just fine with? Maybe it's very little. Maybe it's like I eat the whole thing and I have great energy and I'm so fine. That's called nuance. That's called living in the moment with your body. That's called feedback. And there's not a mental rule, that that can predict that. That's just about you and your own personal experience. So from a food perspective, that's where that comes from. And then from like a moving your body perspective, it's actually the same kind of stuff. Like, who says that like your body doesn't register or appreciate or get benefit from any amount of movement we do? It doesn't have to be big, because sometimes the benefit is somatic. I mean, sometimes it's the 5 minutes you get up out of your chair if you've been working all day or sitting at a desk reading. All it does is like kind of drain some adrenaline, and you don't need to do more, because to do more would mean to interrupt what you're doing, and you know, not be as present to your work, let's say, or it's you know, it's really not right timing. Like, you have time to go for a walk later, like a 20-minute walk, but right now in the middle it's 10:20 and you haven't done a workout yet, and you're telling yourself that you're a bad person, you screwed up. Who cares? Let's just eat whatever we want and not listen to our bodies, because I didn't work out, so what's the point? That's black and white thinking. If you didn't, let's say, get a workout in, you have to pay attention to your body. How's my body feel? Like, do I feel any different? Does this feel worse? Does this feel better? There's no difference. Then you go with, yeah, I think I have a little bit more focus when I move my body, even the littlest bit. Then that means that you don't have to do even a moderate amount to get some benefit, and maybe a different time when it's right timing. And so that also goes for, there are different times in life where it's not right timing to do any working out. If you're somebody who's honestly in some repletion mode, and you're not having a lot of like anxious nervous system energy that's just pure adrenaline that needs to get drained, then probably you don't need to be working out at all, to be honest, or moving your body that much at all, just beyond daily stuff. Sometimes that's something that's the most important thing you could be doing to help yourself. But again, you're not going to know that from your brain. You're going to know that from the physicality of being present in your body. So, but we use black and white thinking as basically a defensive strategy, accommodation in our brain to manage emotions, to manage like faulty belief systems that are painful, or even manage sensation. That's what they're for, and that's the way we have to look at them. Not like good or bad, or it's good or bad that I'm even having them. It's like, what are they for? What's going on? And break it down. So I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to take a break with that topic real quick to see if anybody has any questions, because again, this is Q&A Friday. I just discussed black and white thinking because somebody did ask me ahead of time before this, and I'm going to give anybody who's watching a few minutes if they have any other thoughts that they want to share, and if not, I'm going to hop off here in a second. So I hope everybody's having a good day. That I do want to say that it's early, when, at least when I'm doing this live, and I hope that everybody has at least one focus or intention for their day in terms of what are you hoping to learn about your body today? What are you hoping, how are you hoping to honor yourself? How are you hoping to be more present, or maybe honor the signals or the body intelligence, the wisdom that you are getting? Or maybe you're doing some intense work, and you know that you need to invite all of yourself, 2018 parts, older parts that are trying to or younger parts that are trying to maybe run the show with some beliefs or feelings or thoughts or whatever, and that they need to be listened to. Maybe you're going to do that today. Maybe yours is I know what works for me, or what helped me, and my goal is to allow myself to do it 5 more minutes than usual. Whatever it is, I want to encourage you to do that today, and then retune back into that later today, and then do it again tomorrow. And that's how you build a new neural pathway to having it feel more normal and more safe to do things that are not the old way. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. If anybody has any other thoughts or questions, or a topic they want me to cover, again, we got a whole week next week to do that. So your topics, concerns, and if I don't cover it, say in a different kind of video next week, then we can save it for next week's Q&A on Friday. So thank you all for joining me, and I will talk to you all real soon. Take care. Bye.